another project that we're doing, which is nothing but building a production AI code review assistant with Google ADK. So we've understood like the gist of how Google ADK works, how we create agents and everything else. So let's just start. We started slow, but further after that, we started getting more into more complex problem statements, I would say. So this is nothing but it's a AI code review assistant. So if we give any code, it's gonna tell us like what is wrong with the code, what happened, what if there are any bugs. So these are the things that we're doing, trying to do. Has predictable, traceable behavior, provides consistent results that you can rely on, can be deployed to production with confidence, shows you exactly how it makes decisions. So this is what we are trying to build here. The user code will be here, which is nothing but the input that the user sends, which will go to the orchestrator. Is nothing but it'll route the request based on it'll understand the intent of what the user is asking, and then based on that it'll route the request. So the first thing is review pipeline sequential. This is the first part of the project, and then the second one is nothing but the fixed pipeline where we'll like so this is nothing but it'll just check and it'll give you if there are any issues. But here in the fixed pipeline, what happens is if there are any issues, it'll fix, it'll validate, report, and then if there's any other issues, it's gonna like create a loop, and until all of the issues are like fixed, it'll keep running. And then we also have three-tier memory architecture where we have the session state, user state, and the artifacts. So today, you'll make a leap from using tools to building them. So like analyze, execute, validate, synthesize, and deploys. So let's start. So this is basically in the beginning they just wanted us to try to create a project. So this is not something that I'll use. It's just like to test if we are able to create a project. So I did that, and then yeah. So basically all of this. So let me just go back. I think uh, yeah, I think that is gone. But yeah, this is nothing but it just like has a one tool or something, and then it just like if there's any issues or like if you ask the question, then it'll probably reply. That's it. So just to test how a agent is created, we just did this. So after that is done, we kind of delete it. So we removed the first agent. So after that, we git clone the actual project that we are doing, ADK code review assistant, and then after that we create and activate the virtual environment, install dependencies, configure the environment based on our information, and then authentication that is already done previously. And then these are the additional production APIs that we require, so we do that. And then create artifact registry repository. So deployment will build container images that will need a location, so this is for that. And then this is where we grant the IAM permissions. And yeah, these are the things we've accomplished till now. And then moving forward, there's a lot of code changes in this. It's kind of, I mean, if you miss the flow, then you might like face issues, but then once you figure it out, it'll be easy. So the first thing that we did is like uh, so basic agent is like one shot engine agent where it's just like in one shot it's going to reply, or like in one prompt it's going to reply. And then agent with deterministic tool is nothing but it'll analyze and then it'll go back to the trace and etc etc. So yeah, these are the code changes that we have to make. So they did have like comments with what changes and what is expected there. So based on that, we just replaced the comments with the code that is required. So the first thing that we did was we added state storage, and then we added the async parsing with thread pools. After that, we extracted comprehensive information, and then we just like had to replace a few functions, helper functions. So this is one of the helper function, and this is like for extraction of details, and this is where we create an agent basically. And then what is the task, what is these are like notes that we pass. And then in the test code analyzer we just tested it by running. And I think I have the output of this somewhere. Yeah, so if you see, this is the output. So it's basically a prompt that is already there. So there's just functions found too, and almost the same thing. And then after that, this is what we've done till now. So we uh, understood the difference between tools and agents, and what is the return value versus state key constants, async plus thread pools, what are the helper functions, how are they useful, and how do we pass instructions to the agent to prevent common LLM issues, and what not to do. So that is all about that. And then later on, we just make few more modifications. So the first thing is, for the style checker, we make a few changes, and then after that, we add the style checker agent, and then we do the we add the test runner agent, and then we understand the memory for cross session learning. So this is nothing but these are a few helpful concepts that they have provided so that it's easier for us to understand. And then this is the feedback synthesizer tools and agent that we added. And then yeah, this is a grading part of it, the grading tracker. And then this is a grading report. And then this is the instruction provider is nothing but like if there's any feedback, that'll be passed again with the loop. So and then this is how we wire the pipeline. So after that, we just started the system and like ran it. So let me just walk you through the input, what we did over here. Okay, so we did get the reply. So the first message I sent was hi, and then I got a reply saying, "Hi, I'm a code review assistant. Blah blah blah. What can I do for you?" and all of that. And then I just gave a depth first search with in Python and asked it to like analyze the following. And then these are a few events that happen: transfer to agent, analyze code structure, all of that. And then this is the analysis that is generated: functions found, classes, imports, zero, everything, syntax error, none detected, code is like well organized, everything that is done. And then after that, check code style. The style score is like 88 out of 100, and there's like 6 issues. And then all of the white spaces are reported, and there's like no new line at the end of file. Yeah, so this is like it was actually testing and all of that. So I understand the function. It understood the function test, and it generated like 17 test cases for that execution analysis. And then it's like it tells us that the code that we gave was broken and unusable in its current state. So it just showed how like it was just grading in its back end. So yeah, uh, this is we also got the code in this. So this is how the flow works. And then let's continue. So we kind of like, you see there's something wrong, so we're gonna fix this pipeline. That is the next step from wherever we stopped. So if you could see, we figured there was something wrong with the pipeline and we had to fix that. So after adding a few of the files, the fixing a few of the files like fix test runner, fix synthesizer, fix validator, and also the other ones. Uh, yeah, so after doing all of this, we kind of wanted to run the loop again to check if it was working properly. So this is I just have a few trials where I did get it, like everything, and then I also got the grading report. So the way we continue that is, let me start. So this is what we gave as a prompt initially, and that is what we'll be using again. And then analysis and all that is done, and then after that, uh, so we got the analysis saying there's one function and etc etc, and then there are like severe issues. So these are like all of the, this is a test summary that we get, and we see that there's some critical issues, some failures, some errors in all of the tests. So after this, so this actually will look like this. I don't know why it came up like that, but this is a grading report which comes like this. And once that is there, I just gave another prompt saying please fix the code. So it got the code, it checked what was wrong with it, it called validate fix style, it called compile fix report, it called a few fixing functions which helped us fix the code. So it iteratively like fixes the code, runs it, fixes the code, runs, fixes the code and runs. And then at the end, you could see that uh, all of this is done. And then at the end, you could see that everything is done. It says all of the test cases are passing. So if you see outcome is okay, test results 20 passed, 0 failed, total 20. So all the tests were passing. There was only one issue that required manual attention. So this is the complete fixed code that we got, and also there is one issue that needed like manual effort, which is us as a user. So there's one issue that is a style issue, which is nothing but it expects a new line at the end of the file, so it just wants us to work on that. So yeah, this is all about that. So in the initially when we gave, it was the score was 88, but now it is 98. And even those 2 points, I think once we fix this new line issue, it should work. So the after that, what we do is we deploy to production. So here we have our env file. Uh, so we have our env file with all of these uh, variables. So we just have to set them and deploy. Mm, yeah, that is all about this. So let me just try to deploy. I don't see the staging bucket. Oh, it is here. Okay, let's see. What was the staging bucket? Hoping it's just this. Uh, okay. That is it. And then optional variables, these are all optional. We've already done this. Okay. Let me just ask. Okay. So yeah, as you can see, it did work now. Yeah, I think it'll take some time, and then yeah, once this is done, I'll just paste the image to the GitHub. Thank you.